All right. I wanted to talk about this Larry David thing with Bill Maher. I hate Bill Maher. Oh my God, I hate Bill Maher.
So Larry David decided to write a guest essay for the New York Times. Now, look, I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. You could post in the comment section if you're familiar with this, but I don't know if he's friends with Bill Maher. I don't know if he knows Bill Maher or not. I think maybe years ago there were some times he went on his show, Real Time, on HBO. I mean, Real Time's been on the air for a really long time. So I think they know each other. You know, how close are they? I have no idea. But clearly, Larry David has been keeping his eye on what Bill Maher has been doing. And Bill Maher recently made a big stink about the fact that Kid Rock invited him to a dinner with President Trump. And
congrats on Peanut. That's a great name.
Bill Maher accepted it. And it was all the sorts of justifications and rationalizations you would expect. Right? It's the classic. I mean, we've been hearing this in right-wing podcast sphere for fucking 5 years now, but the idea, bro, we just need to, have conversations, bro. And then let's do 3-hour podcasts where we have conversations about having conversations. Instead of talking about the issues, let's talk about talking about the issues, bro. And by the way, the wokesters are so crazy, bro. Aren't they the worst, bro? How many times I wanted to bang my head against
you guys can never make me hate Kyle.
Brick wall, the number of times I've heard those sorts of conversations on Rogan, among other
I didn't know the Backstreet Boys now do decent progressive commentary. I will always support men doing fun hairstyles. Okay, I'm sorry. There's enough people shaming men for fun hairstyles. I will not be one of them. I used to be a bit of a hater. I used to be such a big mullet hater, and I was like, you know what, dude? Actually, they don't have enough options. Okay, this is growth on my part. I'm curing my misandry. You know what? Everyone needs to start somewhere. And if you want to go full blonde, you want to get platinum tips, you know what? Hell yeah. You want to do a mullet? Yeah, go for it, man. Okay, explore, have some fun.
Casters who are in that lane. And so Bill Maher, look, he's late to the party, right? When this stuff was at its peak, he was still doing his regular schmegular Bill Maher, I'm a liberal type thing. But now, now he's trying to be a leader of that dying mindset, the right-wing podcast mindset, which claims to be above the fray, but shits on the far left and woke people 24/7, and tacitly supports Trump, if not outright support Trump. In Bill's case, it's tacit support for Trump. So Larry David saw this, and Bill Maher did this smug-ass 12-minute lecture about how, actually, it's great that I met with the president, and actually, he was a very nice guy.
I love that he does his voice for Bill Maher.
Behind the scenes, and actually, yeah, he's different in public, but the guy I knew, it turns out he's not totally crazy. He only plays a crazy guy on TV. Okay? And what me and the president agreed on is that anybody who doesn't want us to meet and have a conversation, we don't like you, okay? And so the main takeaway here, it's not hard to figure out the problem with this logic, is I'm going to be totally and completely dismissive of people to my left who have criticism for me. Not interested in a beer with them, not interested in conversation with them, not interested in steel manning their point of view. I'm smugly dismissing them and saying they're not even worth talking to. While at the same time stressing the importance of conversations, okay? And I need to have conversations with Trump and Trump-aligned people, okay? So there's a massive performative contradiction at the heart of all of this, right? And Larry David notices it. So his article for the New York Times, ready? This is amazing. Larry David, my dinner with Adolf. Imagine my surprise when in the spring of 1939, a letter arrived at my house inviting me to dinner at the old chancellery with the world's...
The Sam Cedar convo was real is about to be the least productive conversation Sam has ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Jubilee levels of unproductive.
Oh, yeah. Worse than Jubilee.
Most reviled man, Adolf Hitler. I had been a vocal critic of his on the radio from the beginning, pretty much predicting everything he was going to do on the road to dictatorship. No one I knew encouraged me to go. He's Hitler. He's a monster. But eventually I concluded that hate gets us nowhere. I knew I couldn't change his views, but we need to talk to the other side, even if it has invaded and annexed other countries and committed unspeakable crimes against humanity. 2 weeks later, I found myself on the front steps of the old chancellery and was led into an opulent living room where a few of the Fuhrer's most vocal supporters had gathered. Himmler, Göring, Leni Riefenstahl, and the Duke of Windsor, formerly King Edward the 7th? No, 8th. Sorry, I suck at reading Roman numerals. We talked about some of the beautiful art on the walls that has been taken from the homes of Jews. But our conversation ended abruptly when we heard loud footsteps coming down the hallway. Everyone stiffened as Hitler entered the room. He was wearing a tan suit with a swastika armband and gave me an enthusiastic greeting that caught me off guard. Frankly, it was a warmer greeting than I normally get from my parents, and it was accompanied by a slap on my back. I found the whole thing quite disarming. I joked that I was surprised to see him in a tan suit because if he wore that out, it would be perceived as unführer-like. That amused him to no end, and I realized I had never seen him laugh before. Suddenly, he seemed so human. Literally, Maher said that I'd never seen Trump laugh before, and he was laughing and smiling. Suddenly, he seemed so human. Here I was, prepared to meet Hitler, the one I'd seen and heard, the public Hitler, but this private Hitler was a completely different animal, and oddly enough, this one seemed more authentic. Like this was the real Hitler. The whole thing had my head spinning. He said he was starving and led us into the dining room where he gestured for me to sit next to him. Goring immediately grabbed a slice of pumpernickel, whereupon Hitler turned to me, gave me an eye roll, then whispered, watch, he'll be done with the entire meal before you take 2 bites.
Okay, that one was bad. That one was bad, Kyle. That one was bad. Try again. It's okay. You get like 9 out of 10. It's okay.
Really got me. Goring, with his mouth full, asked what was so funny, and Hitler said, I was just telling him about the time my dog had diarrhea in the Reichstag. Goring remembered. How could he forget? He loved that story, especially the part where Hitler shot the dog.
What is happening? Larry David put out a piece on the New York Times 3 or 4 days ago, where basically he pushed back against Bill Maher for going and getting lunch or dinner or whatever with the president. And basically this entire thing is saying, how dare you humanize Trump as if he isn't literally trying to actively deport people who are legal residents. How dare you? You done coping over calling CPS? Wait, no! Are you done guzzling Ethan Klein's cum? Are you done? Are you just gonna keep on going? You're just gonna keep on sucking his cock for free. You should get paid, dude. You shouldn't be a cum slut for free, man. You do it so well. You're really good at it. Okay, if you're gonna be on there 24/7, like, get paid for it, man. Even Dan gets paid for it. Come on, man. For free? That's pathetic. That's pathetic, man. Oh my God.
Before he got...
Also, last time I checked, okay, Weenie G actually called CPS. Yeah. I spoke directly with CPS, the CEO of CPS, and they told me Weenie G called it. And it's really fucked up that you called it, man. That's really fucked up that you would call that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Are you sick? Are you ill? Are you mentally ill? Get help, chatter. Jesus.
Got back into the car. Then a beaming Hitler said, hey, if I can kill Jews, gypsies, and homosexuals, I can certainly kill a dog. That perhaps got the biggest laugh of the night. And believe me, there was plenty. So anyway, this goes on, but you get the gist of it. He's like, ruthless.
You guys heard the same thing? Oh, was it also Weenie G who sent the skulls? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You sent the skulls there too? Dude, oh my God, dude. Oh God. Wait, this is the new method, guys. It's too good. I like to test out, thank you for coming here, by the way. I like to test out different methods on people who come in and troll. So far, this one's the best because the comments you've left, all of them describe you. It's cinema. It's cinema. Okay, this is the new strategy. Every time someone comes in and they say that, just respond. Mods, don't ban them. Everyone respond and say, why did you at X username? Call them. Just everyone. I want to see everyone doing it, okay?
Ruthlessly mocking Bill Maher
cinema.
for going to eat with Trump. And look, I have to say, this is incredibly refreshing. Because like I just pointed out, Bill Maher's a total hypocrite. When he talks, I believe in conversation, okay? Well, like I just said, he's been nothing but smugly dismissive of everybody to his left for years now. When was the last time?
Which, like, this is the reason why Bill Maher, as hard as he'll try and pretend like he's a centrist, is not a centrist. Because as soon as it comes to criticizing the left, he's so excited. He's so excited. And as soon as it comes to like insulting or criticizing the right, suddenly he's just baby. It's so hard to go after Larry David. And then Larry David immediately fucking owns you because he's actually a comedian. And then respond, Bill Maher says Larry David essay about him insults 6 million dead Jews. Maybe it's not completely logically fair, but Hitler has really kind of got to stay in his own place, the comedian told Piers Morgan. He's the goat of evil. Oh my God, dude. The right when it comes to comedy. Like, this is peak, by the way, this piece that, well, not this one, that one's spoilers for later. This piece from Larry David, making fun of Bill Maher for going and getting dinner with Trump and saying like, oh, he's just like a really great guy. He's just a really great guy, okay? You know, I just think we should talk to these people. And then as soon as these fuckers, these edgy comedy enjoyers have to read actual edgy comedy, because this is what edgy comedy looks like. Pretending like Trump is Hitler and then pretending like Bill Maher is talking to literally Hitler and making this opinion piece the way that it looks. Like, this is truly how to insult Bill Maher. And then as soon as you do edgy comedy, how could you do this to me? You know, Hitler, he actually is a really mean guy. And like, Trump only wants to deport people to concentration labor camps who are legal residents. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. It's very different, all right? Oh my God. Oh my God. What's the name of the guy in the video? This is Kyle Klinsky. Big Kyle Klinsky enjoyers in chat. All right.